Good morning, my dear students. Here we are again with another lesson. Photo 1, Saturday, November 7th, 2020 is invisible. Invisible. Lesson 9, new words. Burn, to kick, kicketh, kicketh, kick. Sidewalk, drop. Definitions, alarm. Can't keep anything down, when you feel that you are going to vomit. To catch fire, to cause, cost, cost, cause. Death, to destroy, destroyed, destroyed, destruction. Photo number 2, device, electrical, exact, film, fire department. To get out of, homeless, house call, any medical service at home. To injure, injured, injured. Long weekend, not any or no one, it means that it doesn't work. Overworked, pregnant, pregnancy, things. Photo 3, property, seafood, short circuit. Since when? Supposed to. System, to throw up, threw up, thrown up. Upset stomach, virus. To warn, warned, warned. You have my deepest sympathy. Thank you. Okay, let's open the student book, page number 63, lesson number 9. Read the new words. One is for you and the other one for your partner. New words: burn, to kick, sidewalk, drop. Definitions: alarm, bell that warns you. An alarm clock tells you that it's time to get up. A fire alarm warns you and the fire department that there is a fire. Can't keep anything down. Whenever you try to eat, you throw up. To catch fire, to start burning. To cause, to make something happen, to produce an effect. Cause, here, reason. Death, when someone dies. To destroy, to ruin, to make something useless. Destruction, what you cause when you destroy something. Device, machine, tool, electrical, electric, using electricity. Exact, with all the details, without any questions about it, so that no one can doubt it. Film, what you put in a camera movie. Fire department, what firefighters work for. To get out of, to leave. We got out of the theater around 10:30. To get up from, she got off of the chair. Homeless, without a house. House call, when the doctor comes to your house to examine you. To injure, to hurt. Long weekend, when you don't have to work on Friday or Monday. On weekends is 3 or 4 days instead of just 2. Not any, no use. We use this expression when nothing will solve a problem. Overworked, when someone or something has to work too much. Pregnant, going to have, expecting a baby. Property, whatever you own. We most often use this word to speak of real estate. Seafood, food from the sea. Fish, shrimp, etc. Short circuit, when electrical wires break and touch and sometimes catch fire. Since when? For how long? Supposed to, should. See grammar summary. System. Group of things working together. Electrical system, plumbing system, public transportation system, etc. To throw up. When you are sick and the food you have eaten comes back up. Upset stomach. Stomachache and throwing up. Virus, flu, and measles are both caused by a virus. To warn, to tell someone that something usually bad is going to happen. You have my deepest sympathy. We say this to someone whose relative has died or who has something else terrible happen, or, who has had something else terrible happen. And when you finish reading them, practice questions, sentences, personal opinions, etc. Thanks. Okay, please, let's listen to the audio with the conversation. And like always you do, for example, teacher Ronald is Mike and I am Carol. And going this way, listen to the mini conversations and do the conversation practice. Thank you. Grammar summary. Supposed to. We use supposed to mean should. Check it here. Especially to describe something that is expected or necessary. Doctors are supposed to make house calls equals doctors should make house calls. Aren't I supposed to be there equals shouldn't I be there? When we are supposed, when we use supposed to with the past tense, it means that something should have happened but didn't, or shouldn't have happened but did. I was supposed to call you at 7 o'clock equals I should have called you at 7 o'clock but I didn't. We weren't supposed to drive on the sidewalk equals we shouldn't have driven on the sidewalk but we did. Or it can be a way of explaining why something was done. Why did you call me? Because I was supposed to call you at 7 o'clock. Why didn't you drive on the sidewalk? Because you weren't supposed to. Remember, supposed is also the past participle of the verb to suppose, and we sometimes use it as a passive to mean thought or belief. The accident is supposed to have happened around midnight equals they think the accident happened around midnight. The building was supposed to have been destroyed by a bomb equals they thought the building was destroyed by a bomb, but it was really the furnace that blew up. Might to make suggestions. We can use might to mean could when we make suggestions. If you want seafood, you might go to Joe's fish market equals if you want seafood, you could go to Joe's fish market. Might have. When we use might with the present perfect or the present perfect progressive tenses, it can mean may or could. He might have left. He may have left, but I don't know if he did. He could have left. He was able to, but he didn't, or I don't know if he did. He might have been working with the passive voice. He may have been working, but I don't know if he was. He could have been working. He was able. 2, but he didn't, or I don't know if he was. Collective nouns. Some nouns, couple, group, team, police department, for example, describe more than one person, but they are singular nouns and we use singular verb forms with them. The team wants to go to the field together. The fire department thinks the fire started in the kitchen. But when we use a pronoun instead of a collective noun, we use they. The team wants to go to the field early, so they're getting ready now. Thank you. Okay, could you please read again the grammar summary and compare with this summary that is here? Cut it here and paste it on your notebook. And after that, exercises. A. Choose the right word or expression. The ran, but no one heard it. This one is alarm. B. Answer the questions about Q book, chart number 6. This is the Q book, chart number 6, where we have a fire, and the answers are 3. Remember that they are 16. Thank you. Developing your skills. The movie director is angry because the actors didn't do what they were supposed to. Tell what they were supposed to do. Use Q book, chart number 1. Example. She was supposed to sing loudly, but she didn't. What's happening with the number 12 on the Q book? And so it's going to be, he wasn't supposed to win, but he do. Exercise B. Ask and answer. Start with a doctor who makes house calls, Dr. Martin. I'm looking for a doctor who makes house calls. You might try Dr. Martin. I am looking for a new electrical device. You might try the hardware store down the street. Q book, chart number 3. Use Q book, chart 3 to tell what might have happened to those people but didn't. Example, the boy might have been run over by the truck, the passive voice. Using the Q book, chart number 3. The verb is all of this situation. For example, the other boys might have run away. Thank you. 5. Okay. Read the reading and do about the reading. That summer in Chicago had been awfully dry. For nearly 3 months, hardly a drop of rain had fallen. The fire is supposed to have started in the Old Erie Bar at about 8:45 in the evening, Sunday, October 8, 1871. They say the burn caught fire when Mrs. O'Leary's cow, which she was milking, kicked the lamp and it broke. Increased by a strong southwest wind, the fire moved at a great speed, destroying everything it touched. The city, even the one of the largest in the United States, was made of wood. Houses, big buildings, even the sidewalks were wooden. It burned quickly. Pieces of burning wood blew through the air and started new fires. The destruction went on all through Sunday night and Monday. Around midnight on Monday, it started raining. With little left to destroy, the fire finally burned itself out. The view on Tuesday morning was a very depressing one. The fire had burned 4 square miles in the heart of Chicago, had destroyed 1,700 buildings and property worth $200 million, and had left nearly 100,000 people homeless. No one knows exactly how many people lost their lives in this terrible disaster, but 250 bodies were found. The old Erie house, by the way, wasn't touched. The wind had blown the fire in the opposite direction. The Chicago fire was very important news both in the United States and abroad. And because Chicago was such a well-known city, much has been written about it. But on the same day, October 8, 1871, an even bigger fire destroyed the small town of Peshtigo, Wisconsin, north of Chicago. It burned a total area of 400 square miles, killing over 1,100 people and injuring hundreds of others. Very little has been written about that fire. The newspaper owners and reporters knew or decided that more people would be interested in the famous city of Chicago than in the farms, fields, and forests of Wisconsin. At the same time, of course, they decided what history will remember too. Thank you, and do about the reading. Let's open the questions book, Oral Practice, Lesson 7, Part 1, complete with the basic information using by plus gerund, ing. Example, you can lose weight by eating, by doing exercises, by eating healthy, by drinking water, etc. Part 2, giving suggestions. Discuss the best suggestion with a partner. In the answers you can use, it might be a good idea. What about a verb with ing? Maybe you could, why don't you? And what can help you sleep better? It might be a good idea not to do a lot of exercises before going to bed. Thank you. Lesson number 9, this is an oral practice. Part 1, describing regrets about the past. Regrets, arrepentimientos. Should have past participle. Example, I should have studied something more practical because I don't like my profession very much. Being a judge is so dangerous and complicated. Finish the clauses. For example, if I'll listen to my parents, I should have studied, worked, etc. and complete the idea. Part 2, read the article if you could do it all again and then talk about these questions. 3, read the article again, then write the correct name to answer these questions. I'm going to show you the article that is going to be given to you in a second. For the last oral practice, I'm going to take a picture of the article later. And for the oral test for the next Saturday, November 14, here you are, the lesson number 6 and 7. And well, we need to do this kind of tests so often because the book number 10, it takes really no long time to take. So have a nice weekend, and if you have any questions, you know where I am.